Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome. Let us know you're here and what you're reading. Leah,
Yes.
what are you reading tonight?
Okay, so I have, because I'm a mood reader, and I'm sure a lot of people are, I have two options. I have Just for the Summer, which I'm like 111 pages in. And then I have Final Girls by Riley Sager, which is my buddy read with you for Gwen's Patreon. So I'm going to decide and like flip back and forth maybe depending on my mood. And I have snacks. If anyone wants a really good,
Brownie brittle.
so this is like, do you like the corners of the brownie, like the crusty parts? You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so like this is like as if you were eating the ends, like the corners of the brownies, and it's like
That's
brownie
so
brittle.
random.
It's so good. I found it at Ollie's, and I'm like obsessed with it.
That's
So
so random. I've
I have
never heard of that.
snacks. So I got snacks, and I got my books. What are you reading tonight?
Okay, so I am reading The Gracier,
So
and
excited.
Leah and Megan are very excited because they love
Yes,
this one.
I
It's
loved it.
YA, right?
It is YA, and I will say this, and you know me, I struggle with YA books, but this literally was my favorite YA book that I have read thus far, I believe. Like, so good. It has
That's
the,
awesome.
I don't know, it's very like if anyone has read Heartless Hunter, it's kind of like those vibes and Hunger Games and Handmaid's Tale. So I'm so excited. It was actually the first book I think I gave 6 stars to. So,
That's awesome.
although I
Okay.
might 6 star this one.
I'm going to Hi,
Hi,
Susan. Let us know what
Susan.
you're reading.
Yes, please. Hi,
Hi,
Courtney.
Courtney.
Thanks for coming on.
Reading a middle grade arc called Tide Magic Once I Get My Little Guy to
Mm.
Bed.
Ooh, that sounds
I
really
haven't heard
good.
of that.
I haven't either.
Mm.
I feel like we would know because Keisha loves them.
Hi, Abra.
Hi,
I'm going for a walk and then I will come back. I love the corners of brownies.
Abra. Thank you. Exactly. Get this. That is so good. Sheila G's.
So that was at Ollie's, you said?
It was at Ollie's, but I've also seen it at Kroger and I think maybe Walmart too, but I want to say Kroger for sure.
I wonder where else you can find it.
Maybe on Amazon, I would say. So good.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hello, lovely people. LeaBeth, I love your book combo of Just for the Summer and Final Girls.
It's so random.
I
It's
know.
like super romantic, like maybe rom-com, contemporary romance, and then like death. I don't know. It's very mixed.
Um, Hi, Laura. Reading I
Hi.
Capture the Castle.
I don't think
Is that
I've
a
ever heard of
thriller or
that.
is that a cozy mystery?
It almost sounds like maybe it's fantasy or something. Those like cozy fantasy.
Megan,
Hi,
hi.
Lex, our bestie. We're glad you're on. What are
What are
you
you
reading?
reading? I'm
We want
echoing a little
you
bit.
to
I hope
know.
I'm not
Well,
echoing.
she just finished, I know, the butterfly garden book and she's restarted.
Look,
So
look who's here.
it's Anna! Oh my
Hi,
gosh!
sister.
Hi! Anna and I were besties in high school, and it's amazing to like get to reconnect and talk. I love this.
Anna, what are you reading?
Yes. Is it still the idiot book? What's it called?
The Idiot book.
What's the book she was reading? It's a classic called The Idiot, isn't it?
That's
I, re-
hilarious.
I remember seeing it on her Goodreads. I'm gonna go check.
Lindsay says, I am hoping to finish Where Sleeping Girls Lie tonight. I'm at 80% and need to get it finished.
Ooh, that actually sounds really good. That almost sounds like a Sally Hepworth type book. Who I wonder who
Laura
wrote that.
Hall. It's actually a classic sort of coming of age story. It's for a book club.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that does sound interesting. I'm gonna look up and see.
Hi. On page 588 of 757 in Redeeming Six. That is such a long book.
Everybody's been talking about that book, and I haven't even like read the others. I need to catch up. It's a lot. That's the Binding 13 continued series, right? I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to try that eventually. Is it a YA series? Let us know because I can't remember.
I don't I don't think it is. I think it's just a regular sports romance. But yeah, I need to know as well.
I'm listening to A Brilliant Night of Stars and Ice, a story of the interaction between Carpathia and Titanic.
Wow, that gives me
That
ACOTAR
sounds
vibes.
really interesting, actually.
That does. Wow, that does sound really good.
Reading Promise Me This by Hannah Bird, a newish author. I won her book on Instagram. Yay.
That's awesome. Megan wins every book on Instagram, I swear. You and her, like, you have all the luck.
Reading The Idiot. I
I
just
knew!
can't.
I knew it was the idiot. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. Thank you, Anna. I
It's
saw the
such a funny
cover.
name.
It is. I died. I was like, she's reading a book called The Idiot. I love that.
That's so funny.
Anna, tell us what it's about. I'm dying to know.
I read A Brilliant Night of Stars and Ice last year, grandma season. I learned so much, it was good. Oh.
Ooh, I'll have to add that to my TBR.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi,
I'm reading The
Lindsay.
Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Yay.
Ooh. Wendy loves
Love the
did you love
inheritance
that?
games. Yes, I
Yeah. Did you
did.
5-star that? Wait,
I gave
no.
it 4 stars.
Yeah, you gave it like that. I thought it
I
was like
liked the
a
first one better, I think because it was just a little bit newer, and I
mhm.
feel like I don't know, like, as you read the series more, it gets a little repetitive, but it was still really good.
Out of the 3, what was your favorite one of the inheritance games?
Mm,
Did you read the
ho
Final Gambit?
honestly, the first one, and I think, like I said, because it was just all new.
Mhm.
So, my ratings gradually kinda went down because
I'm
they were just similar, but most people like the Hawthorne Legacy the best, like, more than the first one.
yeah, I'm
So,
unpopular because I didn't like the first one as much as I thought I was going to. 3 stars.
you'll have to try the next one.
I'll try it and
Yes,
see.
it's young adult. That's oh,
Okay,
okay,
cool.
that's the redeeming 6.
Awesome.
Courtney, I picked up Binding 13 a couple weeks ago, and I'll be starting it at me staring at me and begging me to read it.
Aren't all of our books, Courtney?
Yes,
Like
like Riley Sager, I'm
are.
considering it, but I was like, "No, I'm not supposed
Mhm.
to be reading that this week."
For me, it's Ready or Not by
Hi,
that Sarah
Alicia.
Barstone. I need to read that. Hi, Alicia, now that we know who you are.
I was about to say that now that I know who you really are.
We do worship at church with this girl named Alicia that we're talking about, and we didn't know her, like, name on YouTube, so she kept popping up, and we didn't know it was her, and she was, like, totally not even telling us. She was, like,
She was trying to be undercover.
spying on our YouTube, see what we would say.
Hi, Keisha.
Hi, Keisha.
I'll be reading and hopefully have finished A Noble Masquerade tonight, putting some
Ooh,
laundry in right now, and we'll probably play Dreamlight Valley. Yay.
yay.
While I
I
listen to
need
the
to
audio
get
of my
that.
book. Keisha, you influenced me to get that game, and
I
my
did.
kids love it, and my husband, and it's so cool because you can go, like, to Monsters, Inc. or
I
Moana
love that.
or Frozen, like, they're so Pirates of the Caribbean, like, you
I
can
love
go
it.
to all of these different islands and
Mhm.
talk to these characters and do quests for them. It's so
Amazing.
cool.
I'm
It's
gonna have to
really
get
cool.
it. If I was gonna get, because 'cause I'm not a gamer, but if I was gonna get any game, I feel like that one would probably be best suited for me. So
It's
I should
fun.
probably try it too.
It does have a lot of reading, so for, like, the little kids, that's probably gonna be
Mhm.
annoying, but Addison likes it a lot.
Yeah. Addie would get
Hi,
annoyed with that.
Hannah.
Hi,
I'm
Hannah.
hoping to
Oh.
finish Namesake by Adrian Young tonight.
A lot of these books I haven't heard of,
I
have
think
you?
I saw a picture of that. I feel like it's a
Okay. I'm
no,
gonna
it's
look it
not a
up because
fantasy. You don't read fantasy. Tell us what that is.
I was gonna say yes. Well, I don't know. She did read Fable, which is kind of fantasy-ish. Namesake. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so this is what I'm talking. Yeah, Fable,
Is
it's
it
like the next
fantasy?
one. It's the
I
next
knew
one.
that's what it was, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so I kinda feel like Fable is fantasy, it's like pirate fantasy or
I'm
whatever,
shocked that you're
and
reading a fantasy, Hannah.
I know in her one vlog for her vacation, I think she talked a lot about it.
Well, she does like Shatter Me, so maybe she just likes YA
She
fantasy.
likes soft fantasy. She's not, like, in the
Hi,
deep dive.
Julie.
Hi, Jules. So good to see you.
It's a Russian book. He is writing a character that is the idiot, meaning a holy man seen as an idiot by worldly people. It's very philosophical. Okay.
That actually sounds
See,
good.
I just hear the title and I think, "What on earth?"
Yeah, you just imagine, like, the main person is idiotic.
Like, what could this possibly be about?
But it actually sounds really interesting. Is it kind of
Yeah,
like a is it, like, religiously philosophical? I wonder. Oh, yeah, she said holy man, okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
that does
Maybe
sound interesting. I wouldn't consider myself a gamer, but I enjoy cozy gaming a few times a year.
You don't, like, live stream yourself gaming all the time, like the cool
See,
gamers
I'm
out there?
I'm more like Keisha, I don't game all the time. There's
Yeah.
just a few games that I could really get into,
You just get
like
in, like, the
Zelda.
mood for it.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, maybe I could call myself a gamer then in a way, because I do play Mario Kart a couple times a week with my kids. Does that
But
count?
are you doing it just for them, or do you really wanna play it?
I mean, when I do it, I don't hate it, especially if I win. But I will
But
say this,
would you play it by yourself, though?
probably not. But I
Okay,
will
so
say
you're just playing with your kids.
I'm just playing with my kids, but my daughter beats me all the time. I never even win anymore, so it's not even fun now.
Play Zelda.
I know. I need to get a
I
different
love
one.
Zelda.
What is Zelda about, by the way?
It is hard to explain. It's like
You're like, I don't even know where to start.
it's like a whole can of worms, Leah.
Okay.
It's like you do quests, you
Is
have to
it
save
kind
the
of
you have to save the princess, kinda like Mario a little bit,
okay.
and there's, like, a castle with a bad guy,
Interesting.
and
Okay,
there's
it
all these
sounds good.
monsters that you have to fight, and,
Is it like Shrek?
um
Is it like Shrek, but like with a woman? Like
actually,
like
I think it's a boy, I don't think it's a woman.
oh, okay. I thought Zelda was like a woman.
I think Zelda's a boy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Interesting.
I think so.
I need to learn more about gaming.
Finished Meet Your Baker just a bit ago and loved it, now I'm gonna start The Woman. That's on my list
Ooh,
to read.
I saw
I'm
her
glad that you
Goodreads.
like that. I saw on, Cortagonist, the cozy YouTube, that she
Mhm.
loved that one.
That's awesome. I should try it too.
Wendy knows I'm not a gamer either. Everyone in my family is, and I am the lone non-gamer. Yeah, all of her family members love Zelda, by the way.
Good,
Shane
Anna.
was talking to us about this, like, every time he saw us. Like, "Can we just talk about Zelda?"
I'm glad I'm not the only one, Anna, because yeah, I'm not the gamer, and like my entire family is. Tyler is, and both of my kids love to game. So yeah, I'm the odd one out too. So I feel that.
Okay, this goes with this, so I'm gonna correct myself here. You save Zelda. See, I don't know everything. I
See,
play
you're
it,
a
but
Zelda fan, and you don't even know who you're
so
saving.
I play as Link and I save Zelda, whatever.
Okay. I only know because Shane and the kids are obsessed. I love you're like, "I love Zelda," but I don't even know.
I play it for, like, the quest, but, like, I'll be honest, I don't follow the story that well.
It's okay. I called Mario, like, Linguini for, like, years. I didn't even know I
Linguini.
didn't even know his real name. Like an
That's
idiot,
so
like the
bad.
idiot.
Like the idiot. Hey, I am reading The Lonely Hearts Book Club by Lucy Gilmore.
That is actually
Welcome.
that's on my NetGalley. It's been there forever, and do you wanna hear something funny? I actually tried to well, I told you this, I was gonna buy it. Do you remember? I was at the store and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, this book looks good," and it was on my NetGalley. That's how much I don't even check
That's
NetGalley.
not the cozy one, right?
No,
That you were like, "This looks good," and then you went back and got it.
no, no, no. No, that wasn't that one. I'll show you. It looks, it's like a romance looking book. I'll show you the cover of it. But no, I legitimately was like, "Oh, this looks so familiar," and it's been on my NetGalley for, like, I don't know, a year, it feels like, because I
I
never
feel like
check.
there's so many things I need to read on NetGalley.
This one, I don't know if you can see it.
The Lonely Hearts Book Club. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, if you showed it to me, I already forgot.
I think it's like a romance type book, but yeah, fun. So you have to tell me how it is.
Not me craving brownie brittle now.
It's I was gonna actually
Go
just
to
start
Ollie's.
I know, or go on Amazon. I was actually just gonna start eating it, but I didn't wanna
I
be
actually
rude.
was thinking about how I wanted brownies today.
It's so like, literally, if you like brownie ends, like the corners, it is the best thing ever. Megan tried it today, and she wasn't super convinced, but I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it soft, so I don't know if I would love it.
I
The
like
woman is
everything
awesome, powerful.
crispy.
I agree. I
It
loved it.
is very powerful, very, like, emotional too.
The blonde main character's name is Link. Zelda is who you save. I
Look at it!
know.
Look at it!
I
Everybody's
screwed
schooling
up.
you.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's schooling you and Zelda.
I don't know the names.
I die. It's like, okay, well, to kinda go with, like, Wendy, like, that's something she should know, right? Because she plays Zelda. Today at church, our pastor was, like, asking me the lyrics to the worship song we just
Oh,
sang
yeah.
in the middle of church, and he's like, "What's that lyric?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
He
Like,
puts us on the spot all the time,
yeah,
like, because we're in the worship team, he picks on us, and we're always on the front row,
yeah.
and so he'll, like, call us out and ask us to, like, respond to things. So
Like,
today, it was really funny because he said something to us, and neither one of us heard what he said, and then we both, like, turn around to see if
we're
there's someone behind us, and he's like, "Yes, you," and
'cause
we're like,
he
"What?"
he was at the other corner of the sanctuary, and we couldn't see him, we're at the far end, and he was pointing at us, and me and Wendy were both like,
Who's he talking
we had
to?
no idea.
And in the middle of service, he's like, "I'm talking to you guys."
We're a mess. Like, but the funniest thing was the lyric that he was trying to get me to repeat, I had just sang not once, but twice, and then he also, like, just, like, tripped over his words and could not get it right at all. We were a mess at church today. Did anybody
That
else
was
go to church today and have a good Sunday?
Hi, Erica.
Hi,
Reading the
Erica.
Women and loving it.
Yay.
Such a
Everybody's
good
reading
book.
The Women. I'm so excited. It's such a
It
great
is
book.
so good.
I got my
Anna
mother-in-law
laughing at me.
I got my mother-in-law to read Kristen Hannah for the first time, and she read The Women, and she loved it.
It's so good.
And
Fun
that's a big
fact,
feat.
Lucy Gilmore is also Tamara Berry. She writes cozy mysteries. Ooh,
Ooh, really? I'm just gonna
you
take
gonna
a
add it to
picture
your
of
list?
just gonna take a picture of that comment right now so I can remember. Maybe. My TBR is like, I don't know, it's like 2 years from now I will finish it. Maybe 3.
I love the ooey gooey inner brownies. I do too, so that's why I'm
I
not
know.
sure I'm gonna like what she's talking about. I like the soft cookies, I like the soft brownies. I don't like it crunchy. She likes to burn her pizza, I don't burn
We
mine.
we just talked about this at my house. So they were over and my husband loves doughy pizza, so he will undercook it. So as we're eating it, I'm like, "Ew, this is so doughy and gross." And Wendy's like, "This is so great." And like a lot of people like doughy soft pizza, but I like it to be like crispy like a cracker, like burn it. I don't know, I just really like it. I don't know why.
Now, I don't like it doughy, but, like, not burnt, if
I
that
like
makes
it to
sense.
be I
Not
legitimately
super
love it
hard.
burned. It's does anyone else have this problem? Do you guys like burned pizza? Just
She's laughing
maybe
at
I'm
me
unique.
probably. Ha ha, blank stare.
She's probably laughing at us because of today at church.
Hi, Talia.
Hey, Talia.
Church was incredible.
That's
Awesome.
awesome. So good. I
Church was good. I taught Sunday school this morning. Hi, Lindsay. Did I say
ooh,
hi to you already? I
we
think I did.
did. I
There's a
was
couple Lindsays on here, and so I'm getting confused.
I was really disappointed, Keisha, that you're only doing Delight every other Sunday because I it's like Sunday, and I was like, Delight.
I
And
know.
then I'm like, no
It's
Delight.
like a nice afternoon devotional.
Tuesday afternoon Delight.
No,
It's a
devotional.
song. Yes, it is. We miss it. Do it every week.
Same, Leah. My TBR is insanely long.
But Anna, can we just talk about how you read books of such depth and like because it's so
Does.
long,
Reads all the
like
classics, Christian.
yeah, like it's so long because you just read really great, like classic, amazing literature. I wish I had that patience. I'm not there. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be ready for the idiot.
The crunchier, the better.
That's right, Jules. So good.
I love all pizza.
Megan calls herself a pizza whore.
Hi, Heather. About
Hi,
to settle down
Heather.
from book club and pick Glow of the Ever Flame back up.
Heather had said that Glow of the Everflame was even better than the first book. I'm
Heather, you
excited.
talking about brownies today in Marco Polo has made me want brownies all day. So thank you. And then I didn't even talk to Leah about it, and she went and got brownie stuff. So, like, apparently we're all supposed to be eating brownies.
It's just become the theme of the sprint.
We had some
Brownie
leftover
lovers.
cake from Evelyn's birthday, and it just wasn't enough. It wasn't the same. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't care about cake. I would rather have a brownie.
I don't I don't love cake either.
I don't know what
It's
it
not
is.
my favorite. I would rather have a cookie or cheesecake than, like, cake.
Oh, I have to show you guys this because I just sent this to Leah, but, like, I wanna make this.
Ooh,
Let me
yes,
find the picture.
that looked really good. I
Okay,
love it.
guys, let me focus
Here,
here.
you'll have to hold it like I did with your hand. I'm like,
Can you read it?
there
Okay,
there
guys.
we go. No bake cookie dough cheesecake bars. Oh,
I saw that on
so good.
Facebook, and I'm going to make this because, for one, if you know me, you know I love cheesecake. Also, if you know me, I'm blurry.
I was gonna say
Focus.
when your phone focused, then you went out blurry.
And also, if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with cookies. This is cheesecake cookie bars.
It's amazing.
Leah, my birthday's coming up.
I know it is. Let's do it. We can have snacks for the road. We should tell everybody what we're going to be doing
Oh,
for
we're
your
gonna go see
birthday.
Brandon?
Well, we're gonna do that, but we're also gonna see Riley Sager
Why am
for
I
your
blanking on
birthday.
his last name?
Who? Brandon Lake?
Yeah, I, like, froze. I'm like, "Wait, what's his last name?"
So we are gonna go see Brandon Lake in concert on May
Yay.
3rd at the Peterson Center in Pittsburgh. We're so excited. If anybody here loves Brandon Lake, you will know. If you know, you know. And so we're so excited. And then we're gonna be going for your birthday to see Riley Sager for his new
Yay.
book release, and I'm so excited about that too. It's gonna be fun.
Me too.
Yay! Megan's like, "You're rubbing it in."
I don't always have something in my brain to share.
Neither do we, especially when Pastor asks us what lyrics we were just singing. We don't have anything in our brain to share.
I get to hang out with a little girl with Down syndrome every Sunday before I go to service, so it's always a great Sunday. Oh, that's so
That's
sweet.
wonderful. That's so sweet. I love that.
Not a brownie was left over afterwards. She was
They
showing
can make
the,
it.
is it Gordelli? Is that how you pronounce the
I don't
bougie chocolate?
yeah,
Gordelli?
Megan told me Ghirardelli
Ghirardelli?
because I was calling it Guardadelli, and she was like,
It's
"Why?"
like you with kombucha.
I know,
Le Leah couldn't
kombucha,
pronounce
kombucha.
kombucha for the longest time, and she's like, "Kombuchi?
That's
Kombuku?" And we're like, "No, kombucha."
that's not even the worst thing I've done. I could not say charcuterie for the longest
Charcuterie?
time, and
She still can't say it.
I called it a Sean Connery board, like, after the actor, because I couldn't say charcuterie, so, like, the Sean Connery board, and Tyler was like, "You're such an
That's so
idiot."
funny. Oh, and she called me a shoe. So let's talk about how Leah messes up these little sayings that people say. What's that saying that you were trying to say?
It's so bad. So I was trying to say, like, "You're such a heel," but it came out, "You're
You're a
such a
shoe.
shoe. You're a shoe." Like, I have messed up so many idioms, like beat around the bush or kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The other day, I was like, "We'll kill 1 bird with 2 stones," or something, and Tyler was like, "That's not how it goes." And so, yes, it's just I'm not very good at idioms. There was another
So
one
if you hear me call Leah a shoe, now you know why.
there was a book actually that had that in it, and I think it's the roll book maybe in Sarah Adams' new book where, like, she
Oh,
messes up
yeah.
idioms all the
I
time,
can't wait to read
and
that now that you told me that, because 'cause I'm gonna think about
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I think it's that book, I can't remember correctly, but I think it's that book.
We could use prayers for Friday. We are holding prom for people with developmental disabilities. We have 400 promers signed up, 300 caregivers to get a little break, and 750 volunteers. We will definitely be praying.
That's so amazing, we will be praying for that, absolutely.
My 12-year-old made homemade chocolate chip cookies, and that hit my sweet spot. I'm so jealous.
Mm,
Actually,
I
I
am
shouldn't even
too.
say that, Anna, because, Addison cooks, like, a lot, and she, like, grilled us a whole dinner one time, and
Yeah,
she is 9, just for y'all's information, and she'll
it's
make us, like, a
amazing.
whole breakfast or, like, a whole dinner.
She
It's
wrote me
mind
one day and said, "I made mommy breakfast, like, I made the eggs and I made all this," and I'm
I
like,
mean, she
"Wow."
grilled hamburgers and hot dogs and vegetables on the grill, and it was all good, and she did it all herself.
That's super impressive, like, Addie does
Hi,
not know how
Yvette.
to cook. Hi, Yvette.
off to get some groceries, then reading, a study, and drowning. Funny fact, I have this book I got when I had Owl Crate for, like, 2 months.
I remember you getting
I
that one.
got it, and I'd never heard of it, and I haven't read it yet, and now I'm seeing everybody talk about it.
Gwen
So I'm
talked
like,
about it, I
"How
think, right?
exciting, I have this on my shelf. Maybe I'll
Everybody's
actually
talking
read
about
it."
it. What's it about? It sounds so random.
I don't know.
Drowning.
My dad is deaf, and there was a charcuterie at my stepsis's wedding. He called it a
Chartreuse. Chartreuse.
chartreuse board, and that's all he'll ever call it. That's so cute. It's like
That's
this
great.
isn't the same comparison, but it's like when my kid, like, Nora will still say "sketty," like, instead of
Oh,
spaghetti, and I'm like,
yes.
don't ever change."
I love
Okay,
that.
we need to sprint.
Oh, that's true, we've been talking for a long time. There's something funny that Ellie says that you would think is funny too, and I'm trying to remember what it is, but I don't have anything in my brain either, Keisha, so I don't know. I can't remember.
Let's do a long
Alright,
sprint. Let's
let's do
go
it.
to 15,
What should I do first?
and, just for the summer because I gave that 6 stars.
Here we go. Excited.
And I'm in the mood for spring and flowers.
I love this one.
So I will see you all in a bit.
See you.
Hello.
I'm not okay.
Are you crying?
I have cried, I have laughed, but, like, I'm genuinely in love with this book.
Me too.
I can't even describe to you, like, so much. It's so deep. Like, there's just
I
so
know.
many emotions and, like, I'm so angry and then happy and enchanted, but then viscerally mad at the same time because there's so many things that happen. And Justin, the exit interview, just everything about him is just so adorable. I don't know. This book is just so great. I love it. It's
How
amazing.
far'd you get?
So I think I got to 142, so I don't know how many chapters that is. I wanna say, like, 6. Pretty far. It was
I
great.
got 28 pages. This doesn't have chapters.
I will say that book is very frustrating for that reason. Like, there's no chapters, you can't really tell. By the way, is your screen still on the view of our sprint thing? Is it?
Oh, yes, you're right.
Oh, I was because I was gonna say I couldn't see you very well. Um, that book is definitely frustrating because I can never, like I couldn't remember where I was. If I, like, lost my bookmark, I'm like, "This is hopeless." And one time I did actually, I had my magnetic bookmark. The kids got it and they were playing with it, and I lost my place in the book, and I had to, like, go through every page and read down, like, because I couldn't find where I was because there's no chapters. It's frustrating.
That is frustrating. Well, for me, I usually keep pretty up to date with Goodreads, so I put page numbers on Goodreads or else
That's a good idea.
I
That's a
would
really good idea.
but yeah, like, I guess I'm gonna really have to keep up on Goodreads with this just in
Yes,
case
for sure.
because I will say, like, I'm a tad confused,
Are
but,
you? What
I'll have to message you about it
okay,
because I
just
don't wanna spoil anything.
have they have they journeyed away yet?
No.
Okay, so I'm so excited for you to get to that part.
The whole dynamic is just a little weird, like, I don't fully understand it yet.
Yeah. I will say this about Just for the Summer.
It's hitting your
I
mic
feel
when you
like
do that.
oh, sorry, like this.
Yeah.
Just for the Summer, I feel like it's, like, healing trauma I didn't know I had. Like, just the themes in it that are talking about, I don't know, certain aspects of how a parental figure was not emotionally there for you and how they may have failed in some ways. And it's just like it's hitting so many things I didn't even know I might have also felt certain ways about. So it was like it's
Mhm.
like a deep dive. It's almost therapeutic in a way. And it's shocking to me because part of your world I just did not love. And I didn't find the depth in that book, but this one is like it's almost like it's two different people who wrote this book, I swear.
Also, I think part of your world could have been at the wrong time for you, but
Maybe that's what it was.
I do think that I truly feel like her first few books just did not have much depth at all, and then it was like she really just grew in her writing, and I feel like you can
Mhm.
tell.
I think that, like, too, people grow in their own personal lives, and maybe they have something that they were having trauma with or therapy with, and, like, as they grow and evolve, maybe they're writing from that place. So, I
Mhm.
think that, like, a lot of these writers well, Emily Henry too, she writes from a place I mean, her stories are funny and comical, but they're also really deep, and I think that she writes from a place of maybe having some perspective on certain traumatic things, so I love when an author you can
Mhm.
read their story in the one that they write.
I love that, like well, I'm not holding up the right book, but with Abby's I love that, like, with her, the romance is still light and
Yes,
cute and bantery, but she also has real themes in it, and I feel like she's so good about writing about mental health. Like,
yeah,
she's so good at that.
she
Like,
is.
she doesn't make it so deep that it's, like, depressing, but
Right,
she's very good at doing it justice, and I feel like she makes you feel seen. Like, she's
yes,
so good at that.
she is, and I feel like Sarah Adams tries to have that type of depth because she also writes about, mental health things. But I feel like there's just this texture to Abby's writing that's just so wise and just different
Mhm.
than anything else. And I really enjoyed it. Like, it's just this maybe a 6 star for me too, just the way it's going so far. And I do, like you said, I like that it's still lighthearted, even though
Yes.
she gives you good breaks. Emily Henry does not give you good breaks. It's like all
Mhm.
serious usually.
And I feel like if she continues with the way she's going, like, she'll probably be a favorite romance author for me because, like, I didn't like The Friend Zone and Part of Your World, but other than that, I've loved every book I've read after that,
Yeah.
and I still have to read, the 3rd book in the Friend Zone series. It's, like, the yellow one,
Oh, I
um,
forget what that's called.
and I feel like a lot of
Mm,
people like that one too, so I'm hopeful. But let us know how
yeah.
far you got.
Yeah. Let's see what everyone else said.
Liv, hi.
Hi, Liv.
Thank you.
Aw.
Thanks for joining.
Yes. We're so happy to see you on.
It's giving House of Salt and Sorrow mixed with belladonna vibes. She's reading A
Ooh.
Study in Drowning. That
Those
sounds
are two
good.
good books. Even though I haven't finished
How far are you
Belladonna.
in belladonna?
I know. I knew you were gonna ask. It was like a follow-up. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember page numbers, but if I was giving it a percentage, I feel like I'm like maybe 10 or 15% in the book. It's not good. But here's
Are you
why.
loving it or hating it?
I do like it. It's actually really good. It's kind of actually giving me not the Grace Year vibes, but that type of moodiness. I really enjoy
Yeah.
it, but I definitely haven't prioritized it like I should, and I feel bad because I mean, to be fair, Keisha, we did read the one book, The Dark and Stormy Murder. We did read one, and I did read A.J. Thickery, The Storied Life, which, by the way, if you don't know, I think it's Hulu. They have the movie, which is produced by
That's awesome.
what is the girl from? Is it Lucy Hale? I think it might be Lucy Hale. It's produced by maybe Lucy Hale, but it was really, really good and absolutely true to the book. So, Keisha, we're getting there. We're getting through all the books that you love slowly but surely.
I'm sure she doesn't mind.
And I
She'd be
could be
like,
further
I just looked
along.
it
I just
up.
I just can't
I
remember.
looked up some of her cozy mysteries.
Nice.
Yeah, we have been liking some cozies.
We have.
I am about to call it a night. Thanks for sprints. Well, good night. I'm sure you're long
Yeah.
past gone.
Probably.
Hi,
Hi,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Just got back from
Hi.
grocery shopping. I've been bouncing between listening to Emma by Jane Austen and physically reading Ruthless Vows. I plan on reading Emma this week.
Ooh, I
So
actually just
yay, we're buddy reading.
yay. So I just got approved for Ruthless Vows on audio and Libby.
I don't know what it is, but I honestly, I you can't read Ruthless Vows. You have to read Divine Rivals first.
Or I meant to say Divine Rivals. Sorry.
Okay.
I saw Ruthless Vows
I
and I
was
thought
like,
Divine Rivals. It's Divine Rivals.
I enjoy
Yes.
Divine Rivals. I don't think you're gonna love it, but,
Why
Ruthless
though?
Vows, I don't know why I can't, start reading that. Like, I
You told me about
think
this.
I keep getting it from the library and I keep not wanting to read it. I don't know what it is, but some people didn't like it, and so I'm just kind of afraid.
There's like a I feel like there's so much hype around Divine Rivals, and so many people I really respect on YouTube have been like, "It's one of the best books ever." And so I feel like you, I'm like, well, it's kind of how I felt about reading Just for the Summer. There was so much hype around it. I'm like scared almost, like you're intimidated to go into it
Yes,
because you don't want to
I
have
get
the
that.
unpopular opinion. You don't want, and then you feel like because of the hype, you're gonna like prejudge it really harshly.
Mhm.
So I
I
get it.
think that you're not gonna like it because it's YA, and it's kind of boring sometimes.
But the Glacier was YA. There's
It
another
hard
YA book I like.
it hardly has action.
Defy the Night was YA, and I liked that.
It's more poetic, less action, and so I just think you might be bored.
Yeah,
Honestly,
depends.
I think that it's hyped more than it should be, to be honest. I gave it a 4
Really,
star. I don't think it's epic, but I thought it was good. So,
I feel like the hype around Part of Your World is more hyped than it should be.
I read 30 pages, awesome. Did I say how much
Nice.
I read? I think I
I
did.
don't
Yeah.
I'm not sure you did
I
Did
read
you?
28 pages.
Okay, I was
Because
gonna
well, then
say
I talked about how I hate it doesn't have
you couldn't.
chapters.
Yeah, you couldn't do the chapters.
I made some tea and got 20 pages into A Noble Masquerade, and I
Ooh.
saw your little story of playing Dreamlight Valley.
Oh, I want
So
to
you
see.
read and you played games. You're
Awesome.
multitasking here?
Is that her Regency romance that she's been reading?
I think so. Oh, you
Okay.
know what? I bet she's listening to audiobook. So you can play your game and listen.
Oh, she shared our sprint. That's so cool. Dreamlight Valley. I'm gonna
You
get
all
it.
have me wanting to read just for the summer for the physical TBR prompt for Liv's readathon. It's amazing. Switch right now. Like, I'm not
Like,
even gonna, like, pretend
yes,
that I'm even no, just switch.
I agree with you. I just genuinely feel like I'm gonna drop everything I'm doing tomorrow just to finish it. Like, whatever your TBR might be, this is your indulgent read. Like, drop everything and read this book. Like, it's just so good. It really is.
I truly feel like I mean, if anybody knows me, they know I'm really hard on romances.
Yeah, you
And
are.
it's first of all, to get a 5 star for me on a romance is hard because I think that's just not my favorite genre, so it
Mhm.
takes a lot for me to be like, "This is so amazing."
Yeah,
But I have never 6 starred a romance, and I will say that the mental health I relate to more, and so that's obviously gonna make it better for me. So
yeah.
if you don't understand that, you may not love it as much, but
That's
honestly,
true.
I I don't know, I just think that there's so many aspects to the book that I feel most people will have
There's
something in the book to relate to.
there's enough trauma for everyone. There's something for everyone in the book. I don't know, there's weird friendship dynamics, there's
Yeah, there's a
unhealthy
good friendship.
relationship. I feel like there's unhealthy types of relationships. Like there's a certain aspect of her friendship with her main friend that I'm like, eh. And then there's relationship things, there's parent things, there's neglect, there's a lot of different things in it that I feel like lots of people would relate to. And I
I
also
will say, make sure that you read Part of Your World first if you have not. So don't pick it for next week if you haven't read Part of Your World. And I'm not saying you can't read it, but it will make it much better if you have read it.
it just hit me. It just
What?
hit me. It just hit me why you would say that. I think I have found the character that you're referring to. Oh my gosh. I think am
Just
I
wait.
right? Okay. I think I know now.
Just wait.
I
You're not
kept
right.
okay. I kept reading it and I'm like, this might be someone I have heard of before. Okay. Oh,
No,
now
because it's yeah, it's
okay,
just keep going.
I'm gonna text you right now and ask you if I'm right because I
It
really
makes
want to
the
know.
book so much better. Like, that really shocked me. Anyway, recorded an intro and read a couple chapters. Awesome.
Woohoo.
I enjoyed Buried in a Good Book. I have that on my list, Keisha, my very long list. Just joined, but I've basically been reading yours truly all day. I'm on chapter 30. I love that book.
Yay. I need to read
So
that.
good.
I skipped the second book and I'm on the third one, but I guess it doesn't.
No, I will say I don't feel that you have to read yours truly before this one, but I do think you should read Part of Your World first.
Look at my
I
text and tell me if I'm right. I have to know really
hold on.
quick.
I have to look that one up as well. Her writing is beautiful. You are welcome. Do it.
Do it
Now.
now. Drop
I'm
everything.
80% into Redeeming 6, still enjoying its really tough topics, though.
Holy crap, that's really far into a 700 something page book. Good for you. Props.
Yeah. I am back after a walk and a shower. I am reading Stay With Me by Becky Wade. Haven't heard of that one.
I don't think I have either. What genre is that?
I'm not sure. Let us know, Abra.
Yeah,
I was listening to Jesus Through Medieval Eyes, and halfway through that, it's interesting. That sounds good.
that does sound good. Interesting.
I just finished The Hidden Place, by the way, people. Read it. Just read it.
I read it in high
It's
school. It's very good.
it's about a family that helps hide Jews, and it's like a Christian family, and it is so inspiring
Mhm.
and, like, literally makes you feel like you complain way too much about your life.
Also, there is a movie I believe that is also based on the book, and it was really good if I remember correctly. I think we watched it, also when I was in school,
I started reading
The
it
Hiding
this month
Place.
for Books and Jams because she's doing that next month for anyone who may want to read it, for her book club, and I
Yeah,
thought, "Oh, it'll take a couple months. I'll start now," and I read it so fast, and it was
yeah.
just so good. I'm like, "Well, I finished way early."
Hey, there you go. And it is a movie, by the way. There's a really good movie, The Hiding
Oh,
Place.
good. That movie will make you sob. It's so good. Which one? Is she
So
talking about are you talking about Anna's comment, Keisha?
I'm
What's
not
she talking
sure.
about?
She may be talking about, is it the last comment? Maybe she's talking about The Hiding Place because there is a movie, The
No,
Hiding
'cause
Place.
I never mentioned the hiding place before this comment. She might be
Oh,
responding to Anna.
oh, maybe so. Yeah, I don't know.
I want you to love belladonna, so save it for when you're in the mood for it.
Good. I will do that. I'm trying to get through my TBR. I'm a slave to my TBR right now. I had my friends
I
choose it,
know.
and you chose Serpent on the Wings of Night, and it's such a
You
huge book.
you can wait till next month, but you have to read it
Okay, I'll do it, but
because
man, it is big. It's the mother.
I think you'll love it.
It's the mother of all books.
Speaking of my favorites, Wendy, I saw you're reading Off Limits Rule this week too. I am for my
Yay!
book discussion with Gwen. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I love Divine Rivals and have Ruthless Vows on my shelf, but just haven't had the time to get to it, hoping to in May. Yeah, I don't know what it is, like, it's been out forever and everyone was so excited about it, and I just every time I have it, I'm like, "I don't know, I just am not in the mood."
Yeah, I can't believe I haven't read it yet with all the hype around it. I just haven't had the time.
I
But
don't know.
now I have the
There's so many
audio.
books.
Where it just, I feel like, do you ever just feel like you're drowning under the weight of all the books and the new releases? And it's just, oh, it's never
I
ending.
can't answer the hype every time.
I just wish that authors would like take a 1 year break so we could catch up and then release
Catch up.
all the books so we can not have FOMO.
I didn't like Divine Rivals. I don't understand the hype surrounding it.
All right. Well, hey, we need to,
We'll report back when Leah's read it.
we should do another sprint after we've read it.
Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows were really good, however, they were really different vibes in each book. Mm.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I will tell you it's more like poetry type writing, in my opinion, so don't go into it for, like, fantasy action.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Good point.
A book you guys both need to read that you will maybe is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. So good, it's like a classic thriller, read it in, like, a day.
Is that
Ooh.
the is that the movie that's on Netflix, Rebecca? It's like a Hitchcock spin kind of suspense movie. I'm gonna pull it up and show me if this is the one you're talking about because I know it's based off of a book. I'm gonna this one. Hold on. Is it this one? Because I know there's a movie, Rebecca.
Yeah, let us
Yes,
know,
yes,
Annie.
yes, it
It
is.
is? Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, if it's anything, I've already watched the movie, but, if the book is anything, the movie was just so amazing, super layered, so maybe I should go read the book too.
I did groceries and washed your car.
I was
Now I'm
gonna say
making
what
buffalo chicken salad. What time is it there,
I was
Yvette?
gonna say, it's like
It's
9:33 here.
9:30 here. Yum, buffalo chicken salad. She's
Ooh.
always making, like, the best food, like, on
Yeah,
Hannah's Sprint, she's eating pancakes and I don't know, she's always cooking something.
and isn't she posting, like, recipes on Patreon and stuff
Yeah,
too? I'm so far behind, but I have to go check out all the recipes.
I really liked Rebecca as well.
Ooh.
It really is so good, Abra, I wanna read it.
She wants to reread it. Wow, there's, like, very few books that I actually have
I
got.
know.
I wanna reread that. One that I reread a lot was The Shack by, I forget his first name, but something Young.
I feel like
Um,
most people know what that is.
yeah.
Okay, so Keisha was talking about AJ Fikry.
I saw it in the comments below. It really was such a good movie. And Keisha, didn't you feel like it went, like, verbatim even to the dialogue in the book? It was, like, pretty much the same. There was only one scene that I remember thinking, "This is slightly different from the book," but everything else was, like, very true
Yeah.
to the story. It was really
I have that on my TBR
I was gonna say, I
from
let you
Leah.
borrow it, you need to read it. It's really short,
I'm not a literary fiction person, so here's hoping.
it's a really short read, really short, so you will love
Has
it.
anyone read Foxglove?
Keisha has. I haven't.
I still need to read Rebecca. I love the movie.
But I feel like I can't usually read the book if I've watched the movie. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I hate doing that backwards. I like to read first.
Like, the only thing I've done that on recently was when we had Murder on the Orient Express, and, like, I had
Mhm.
seen the movie a long time ago, and then I
If
had to
it's a
read the book and
classic, I probably
yeah,
could do a classic. So, like,
like Pride
obviously,
and
I've watched
Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice, so but I'm still gonna read the book.
Yeah, I've read the book before. That's also a reread I've done.
Yeah, so I feel like with classics I could, but not like a thriller, like, because
Yeah.
obviously what's the point if you already know
Well,
what's
you
gonna
would
happen?
know. Yeah, although if I could read one thriller again, it would be between The House Across the Lake or Cat Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. Those were, like, really, really
I
good.
really loved Women in Cabin 10. I was gonna suggest
Yeah.
that to you, Keisha, because you were asking she was
I
asking if
I told her
for,
about that
thrillers,
in her blog video.
she had a list of things that
Yeah.
she didn't want in it, and as soon as she said she doesn't like, kidnapping type, like,
Mm,
intruder type things, I was like, "Oh, never mind."
yeah.
So that's why
Well
I had that commented on that video and then I deleted it.
well, I actually commented Ruth Ware too, and there was another book, and she said I had read from those authors and they were mid, so I didn't think she wanted to, like, read from Ruth Ware again. But that
Yeah.
I will say, Ruth Ware is kind of, like, more in a 3 zone for me, except for A Woman in Cabin 10 was just excellent. In A Dark, Dark Wood, I read a long time ago, which was really good, but, I mean, I like her.
Yeah.
She is really good.
Yes, I loved Foxglove even more than Belladonna. I can't wait for Wisteria to come out in
Ooh,
August.
comes out in my birthday
Yay.
month. That's exciting.
We'll have to catch up by then. Don't do it, Keisha.
Don't do what?
I don't know. I inspired Yvette's dinner. I've been eating it the last 3 days.
Which is it the chicken
The
salad or
buffalo
buffalo chicken
chicken
salad?
salad?
Ooh, I wanna try it, I wanna make it. We we have this beef, me and Wendy. She only uses Megan, our best friend's recipe, she never uses mine, and I've been trying to find, like, the perfect recipe that she will use of mine, and I have yet to find one that she will like. Because
I
a
have, like,
lot of
my
them
set recipes, though, and I usually
yeah.
stick to them.
So I feel like I'm never gonna influence you in that area, even though you gave me one recipe for pork tacos that I've used literally, like, every time I grocery shop.
I will say that I love the Instapot, so
Mhm.
I pretty much just prefer recipes to always be that.
You know what's funny to me? Everybody raves about the Instapot. I don't really feel like the Instapot is that instant because you have to wait a long time for it to heat up, and then you have to wait a long time for it to release, and I feel like there's really no difference.
It's nice because you can throw it all into one pot and leave, and it's done
Yeah,
really quickly.
I don't
I
know, it's just
mean, for
like it's
instance,
supposed
I
to take a
can
long
cook
time.
meat in half the time. Like,
Yeah,
if I don't start dinner for, like, beef stew, I can get it done in a couple hours.
yeah, but I feel
Whereas
like
normally, I would have to cook that all day.
really, you would cook beef stew on the
Well,
oh,
because
you
I
mean the
used to
crock
stick it
pot?
in the crock pot, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just
I
don't think
love
it's
it.
as instant as, like, an air fryer would be or something.
I don't know. Maybe you're not cooking the right recipe.
Maybe not. I usually make, pot roast in it, and I feel like I'll put it on and I will follow the directions and it's still not done, and then I have to do it for, like, an additional hour, and I'm like, "The Instapot is a myth."
It was a completely original recipe, Keisha. There's hope for you. Yay.
I'm surprised that you're not a lit fic girl, to be honest with you, because I feel like that seems more like what you would enjoy because it's a lot of deep themes as well as, like,
I'll be
romance,
honest with
but
you people, I have only tried one lit fic, to be honest. It was Tomorrow, 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 and
oh,
I
don't
hated
tell
I hated
Gwen's
it.
gonna be so sad.
I hated it, and I was like, "If this is what lit fic is, I hate it."
I'm gonna
And
try that.
so, I don't know what it is, but it left such a bad taste in my mouth that I haven't tried it since.
You
And
but
I'm like,
there's
"I
so
hate
many
lit fiction."
There's so many good ones, though, you just have
I
to get
know,
back up
but
on the
also,
horse.
then when Gwen told me that Happy Place was more like lit fiction, I was like, "Well, that's why I hate it."
I feel like maybe I feel like just that one book. I'm reading Beach Read right
I
now
w
on it's not like that as
I
much.
want you to read Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow because I wanna know if you hate it.
If it's about gaming, I feel like I'm not gonna love
Oh
it.
my g it's so boring. It's so boring.
If there
Like,
I
I don't
will
know why people love that book.
if there is any computer slash gaming slash any type of, like, coding jargon in it, I'm gonna be lost because I can't even update my computer.
I
So,
It's not even that, it's just boring.
man, that's
If you
bad.
have not read Rebecca, don't watch the movie, it will spoil the plot. I will not watch the movie.
I already spoiled it. I've seen it several times actually. So, boo. Actually, I think it was you and me, Anna, maybe, that talked about Hitchcock movies a long time ago, and I feel like he was a director on that movie. Pretty sure.
For classics, I prefer to watch the movie first because it'll help me understand and visualize. I will say I have learned okay, so I take back what I said earlier. I would rather watch a sci-fi first because I cannot understand it when I read it.
Mhm.
So,
Like
like,
Dune.
Dune. Could you imagine reading that first? I would not
No.
know at all what was going on. To try to imagine the worm,
Mhm.
I couldn't put that together in my brain.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
just couldn't.
I will say this though too, watching that before I even read ACOTAR, book 1, maybe it was, where they talk about the worm, it helped me visualize that as the worm. Like, I feel like once you watch a couple of fantasy or sci-fi movies, you can kind of get a better idea of what they might be describing in another fantasy book because
Yeah,
the themes are kind of similar.
that's true, but I feel like Dune is more of a classic, so it's,
Yeah,
like, older, and I still think sci-fi to me is totally different from fantasy.
it
Like,
is.
I can visualize fantasy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about sci-fi, I don't it's like my brain just can't understand.
Did you hear they're coming out with the movie for Dark Matter by Blake Crouch?
I think I heard that, and I'm excited,
Yeah.
it's so good.
And I will say I agree with you about that, about the movie, because Red Rising was very hard to visualize reading. I it was
Yeah,
difficult.
maybe I would love the show. I know, Keisha, you don't love
She's
her.
DNF'd everybody.
Boo.
I
And then Hannah comes in with her hate, boo.
wait, what did she say? I came back just in time to hear y'all talking about Womankind. You gave it a 1 star?
I
I'm
loved it,
shook. That might be the most shocking thing I've heard all week.
but
Wow.
she reads thrillers all the time, okay?
That's true, and she loves Riley Sager, and I will say he is superior, so I thought it was really good. Am I
I
an
did too.
idiot? Am I the
I
idiot?
really liked Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. The Death of Miss Westaway was an interesting read. I
That's
never
the one
read either, but Leah has the Turn of the Key and she needs to read it
she got it for me for my birthday last year, and
in
I haven't read it
August.
yet in August, and I haven't had a chance to read it. That's how far behind I am on thrillers.
She doesn't want me to read Rebecca, but I want to because I've seen the movie twice and loved it. Who doesn't want you to read it?
Maybe
I
that's
missed
what
that.
Yvette was like, "Don't do it, no."
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
I
know.
was like, who said she
Maybe that
shouldn't
was
read
what
it?
it now I understand why it's hard for people, like, when you're
Okay,
talking, they
good.
respond later.
Thank you for giving me hope, Lindsay, because I just I just hated it. Oh, I do wanna read Yellowface. I
I
know
read
everybody loves
Yellowface.
that.
It was good.
And, is Demon Copperhead a lit fic?
Yes, but you will not love it. If you didn't like my book, The Enchanted, you will not like this book
I
at
still wanna
all.
try it. You never know.
I'll be shocked if you just get ready.
Do you like
It's
historical
depressing.
fiction? All the Light We Cannot See is I
Wendy
hated
hated
that book.
it. I hated it. Make
I
fun of her.
love historical fiction. You can ask Anna in the comments. She buddy read it with me, and I hated that book.
And didn't she really love it? I think Anna loved it.
No, she didn't. She
She
thought it was
didn't?
okay.
Oh, I thought she liked it
There's a
more.
show, I still haven't watched the show. It's so boring. It's just
What
boring.
is it about?
I
What's
don't know.
all is it about World
I
War
I
II?
read the entire book and I was confused for, like, half the book.
Oh,
Anna said
wow.
That book sucked.
That's hilarious. That kills me.
It was just like it was like okay, they're switching characters and they're switching times
Mhm.
constantly, and it's
Oh,
so confusing
oh,
the way that it's written.
so it's
So
like dual
confusing.
timeline?
It's dual timeline, but also constantly switching characters in both timelines, and there's
Oh,
a ton of
like
different,
flash
like,
forward,
people you're
flashback.
following. Yeah,
Yeah.
and also it was just boring. Like, I just
Sound
didn't
it
care.
sounds awful, and if Anna liked it or if Anna didn't like it and she reads, in my opinion, maybe, like, more classics that I think would be not boring, but just harder to get through, and if she didn't like it, it must really be bad.
Yeah, Anna's used to classics, so it's
Yeah,
saying a
she
lot if she didn't like it.
Anna read War and Peace, and Anna,
I don't
kudos
think
to
she
you.
loved that book, though. She just did it to say she did it. Anna, did
I
you like War and Peace?
I tried to read it when I actually lived in Russia, and I was like,
I don't think I
it
ever
was
wanna read that book.
it was the absolute worst book I have ever read, and there were like a million characters. Anna, can you relate? There were like 1,000 characters, and you couldn't keep up with everyone's names, and they were all foreign names. And there's anything that gives me stress, it's foreign names in books. I just can't.
I couldn't either. Rebecca's on my top 5 for least favorite books, and it makes me upset because I so want to be a cool academic reading girly.
I do too, Yvette. Anna is a cool academic reading girly,
She
and so
is.
she really is. She's like so smart. I feel like half the
Anna
things
can
I
read the
read,
classics and tell us about it.
yeah, I feel like you'd need a
She can read it
thesaurus.
for us.
You need a thesaurus for that, and it's funny that Rebecca is such a popular sleeper cell book. I didn't even know about it, and now everyone's like, "It's on my TBR."
Death of Mrs. Westaway was the book that got me into reading thrillers. The MC and Women in Cabin 10 was awful. Whatever.
I thought she was cool. She just had a love trouble.
Boo. She's referring to All the Light We Cannot See. I do not get why people love it. I don't either. Wendy, I think we have pretty similar taste because I didn't like All the Light We Cannot See either. The show was actually really well done, though. I do want to watch it eventually. I don't know, whenever I get around to it.
Maybe you'd like it better as a show.
I think it's triple timeline. It's a lot. It's a lot of switching.
That is a lot.
I think I don't like that concept. It's weird. Yeah, it was really weird.
Mhm.
The layout was really weird. To each their own, I thought it was incredible. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a very popular book, so you're definitely not alone.
Yeah, and if Gwen were on here, she would say Tomorrow Times 3 is the best book she's ever read.
Yeah,
So each person likes their own thing.
it
Each
was a
people.
struggle to read. I've actually raised the stars after reading it. I gave it 4.
Really? Wow,
I'm
that's
shocked.
impressive.
For some reason, I thought you didn't like it.
I thought that that's what you told me too.
Hmm.
It had over what's funny because I remember that was back when I didn't read a lot, and it has, I think, 1,200 or 1,400 pages, and I was like, "I could never read this book in my lifetime." And then then you read, like, ACOTAR book 5, it's
I
really
know.
big,
I
or you
know.
read Crescent City like you did, and it's over 1,000 pages, and it's hilarious, like, you can. I just remember
Yes.
thinking a long time ago, like, I'll never read a book over 1,000 pages long.
I enjoyed All the Light We Cannot See. I especially liked it because it's set in a French village I have visited in my childhood. That's really cool of
Ooh,
it.
that is awesome.
There were parts of it that have stuck with me. Leah watched the BBC show of War and Peace,
Okay,
so you can know what it's like.
awesome. I definitely will.
Alright, let's do another sprint.
Yay.
Let me think. Let's do another long one, and then we can wrap it up. Does that sound good?
Okay. Mhm. How long do you wanna
Let
go?
let's go to the 30,
Okay,
and then we will talk a little bit and say goodnight.
sounds good. Happy reading, everybody.
Hello. You're in it, aren't you?
I was, sorry. I was like, "Is it time already?" There's a lot going on.
I know.
Hold on one second. I've got to respond. I'm talking to, someone about how they need to read this right now. Okay, I'm back. So how is yours, Brent?
I got 20 pages, not a lot. I feel like when it gets to this time of night, I get, like, slower and slower.
I totally
Which, by the
understand.
way, for everybody here, my next time, I'll probably do it at 7, because for us Eastern people, it's much later, and I
Mhm.
would like to do 3 sprints, but I can never do more than 2 because I'm always so tired.
No, I
And when it
understand. Me
gets to
too.
this time of night, I'm reading, like, so slow.
No, I get it. I was too. I definitely didn't read as much on that sprint. I think I read, like, maybe 2.5 to 3 chapters probably, 2.5 to 3 chapters. It wasn't that much, but it definitely got real. Like, a lot is happening,
You'll
and
have
I
to
just
text
feel
me
like
about it.
well, I will say this, a theme in the book that I think is really important is just being that friend who can call out something another friend may not be seeing. So I
Mhm.
think that there's an aspect to friendship where, like, somebody might be in the thick of it and they really don't understand what is happening, and then you can have a friend who just sees from a different perspective and can call something out and, like, help you in your life in a way that you didn't realize you were struggling. And so I feel like there's a lot of parts in the book like that that are really good. So I'm enjoying it a lot.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Are you
Um,
enjoying the gray shear?
I am. I think that I'm just tired, so it's hard for me to focus.
It's hard to imagine some of the things. I
It is. It's
understand.
just kind of like my brain. It's like one of those that just takes a little more brain power. Well, not it's not hard to understand, but I think it's just like on Sundays because we get up early for church. I think
Yeah,
it's just like by the time I get home from church, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I just like pass out.
yeah. No, I get it. I
It's
mean,
like
we got up early for church, then we went out to eat together, which was really fun, and then I had softball, you had my husband over for company, we've had a long day. So, yeah, I totally get it, and, like, by the end, you're like, "Oh," you wanna read, but you just can't fully understand everything you're reading. I get it. We need more
and you
brain
had to
power.
sit outside in the cold.
We
Ugh.
did. My daughter does softball, and it was, like, 49 degrees, and we had to sit there, me and my best friend Megan, her daughter does softball too, and we were, like, literally, like, freezing. Like, I was so cold, the wind was blowing, and we thought that the practice was only, like, an hour and a half, but it ended up going way longer, and I was like, "I'm freezing." It's just not
And it's
fun.
so rude because it was like 80 last week. And it's like, seriously?
The weather is just so random. Like, I just feel like we held on to winter for a lot longer than we should have, and then it was like 2 seconds of spring, 1 day of summer, and then we're back to fall. Like, it's just so random. I hate it.
Yeah.
So, not cool.
Let us know how far you all got in your books. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi,
Sorry that we're
David.
finishing up. I'm
I
sad that
know.
as soon as you get here, we're about done.
Is that because she's in a different time zone? Or yeah,
Probably. I forget. I think you're in Oklahoma? Where are you at, Caitlin? What time
yeah,
zone
that
is
I
that?
don't remember.
Reading all in currently. Oh, I love that book. I
Reading
have to
all
read
in
the yeah, it's the 3rd in the naturals.
all in. Okay. For whatever reason, I just read it as reading all in, like, as one
Yeah.
title.
I feel like unless you've read the book, you may not have seen what that was. But yeah, I have the last book I'm supposed to be reading with Hannah.
Awesome. I was gonna
But,
say, you and me both have this issue where we're buddy
I've
reading
kinda
with, like,
I
80
kind of
people.
failed. I'm here. Sorry I haven't stopped until now. I have been decorating a cake that is being
Robin!
picked up tomorrow morning. Well, you make cakes? That's
She
awesome.
makes amazing things. And she just had a book club. They're reading The Women. And I don't think anyone in here is in her book club, but she's made like cupcakes. She had extra cupcakes for her book club, and they put like little helicopters on it to make it like the women themed since it's the Vietnam War. And it was so cute. I just love it. She and I
That's
have
so
been
cool.
chatting. We send each other voice memos. She's the best.
Aw.
Yeah, I love her. She's my
Hi,
book bestie.
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
You haven't been on Marco Polo, but, like, if you had, Amy is so sweet. Like,
I
she
need
was,
to
like,
catch up.
giving us all, like, a pep talk today and saying, like, "You're all so beautiful."
Oh, that's
And I'm
so
like,
nice,
"Aw."
Amy. That's awesome. I need to go. I'm very far behind in Marco Polo, so I need to go watch all of like the Amy encouragement videos. Is this in Lives, right?
Mhm.
It's Marco.
65 pages left in my book, going to finish tonight and hopefully have my vlog posted later this week. Yay! Can't
That's
wait.
awesome. That's very exciting.
65 pages left.
Yeah, that's like you could finish that tonight easy.
I didn't get much reading. My daughter and dog really wanted my attention. Totally get that.
I totally get that too.
My
It's
daughter was awake for some reason. My husband was out there talking to her.
speaking of my husband, I think he tried to come to bed because he like opened the door and then I was like, I'm still in the spring. And I'm like, sorry, I'm in our bedroom because he was outside in the living room. I'm
Like,
holding his
"Sorry, you can't
hostage.
go to bed."
No, peace out. We're just doing a sprint.
Great job. 65 pages left isn't much at all. I was late, so
Yeah.
I finished the 2.5 chapters completed.
Robin, can we just talk about the fact, and I told Wendy this today, you read so fast. We were gonna read the like Buddy read Courtney
She
Walton's
does read
the book,
fast.
the Summer of Yes. She was done with it in like a second. And like I feel like every day I'm opening Instagram and she's like 4-star, 5-star, 3-star. And I'm like, how are you reading so fast? Like even somebody who is listening to audio, I don't even think they could read that fast. So Robin, like I think you have a skill. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Tell us your secrets.
Finished that audiobook, Jesus Through Medieval Eyes. It was okay. Some of it was interesting, but not super great. That
Mm.
stinks.
I hate when a Christian book doesn't meet your expectations because I don't know, like I just feel like you go in like really wanting to get so much
Mhm.
out of it and then it's disappointing. I feel like a lot of Christian books aren't deep anymore.
That and yeah, and Anna is definitely one of those people that wants a deeper
Yeah,
one. Because 'cause
she
we've
does.
talked about that a lot and how, like, most of them are just super simple and, like, similar.
But if you go back a long time in the past, Charles Spurgeon, John Piper,
Yeah.
um, even C.S. Lewis, they're a lot deeper. And today it's like, Jesus is cool. Like the books don't measure up.
"Read your Bible." It's
Read
like,
your
"Okay, but what else?"
post your Bible in your mirror. See it every
I
day.
mean, that's number 1 important, but
That's very important, but it doesn't go very deep.
70% in and enjoying. I have to finish tonight because it returns in 3 hours. Oh, no. You better hurry, Yvette.
I know,
Is
I
it
hate that.
audio?
I
Maybe
hope
get the
so.
audio and put it on, like, 3 times speed.
I'll be honest with you, like, I've had so many books like that where I've, like, gotten them, and then some of them, I guess, are audio, and then it'll be like, "1 day left," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm sitting down and I'm gonna finish this book," and it's stressful when you know it's due back, especially when you know there's a lot of people waiting and you can't just keep placing it on hold.
I feel like I don't ever read down to the wire like that. Like, if I have a library book that even says it's gonna return in 5 days, I'll just return it and put myself back
Yeah.
in line before even starting because I don't like the pressure. Like, I
Well
feel like if I don't have, like, a long time, I don't even wanna start it
well,
because it stresses me out.
I learned my lesson with Divine Rivals because I've had it with Livy before, and then I returned it not being able to read it, and I'm not kidding you, it was 11 weeks until I got it again.
It's on
11
unlimited.
weeks. I know, but I wanted to listen to it on audio.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, you
Yeah,
don't have to worry about the time on that.
yeah. I was because there was someone who said the audio is really good. I feel like most
Oh.
people have been telling me the audio to every book is really good. Like, I just got None of This Is True, and someone said the audio is better than the book, and there was another book I bought. I forget which one it is, but they said the
Oh, I
audio was
know.
better.
I think I'm the one that told you that. It was The Hiding
The
Place.
Hiding Place, yes.
Yeah.
You're like, "The audio is better," and then there's another book that I had just bought,
I can't
and
even
someone said
say
the
that it's
audio is better.
better because I didn't even try to read it
Oh,
physically.
it's the is it The Apothecary? The one I just got in my book giveaway? I think someone told me the audio is better than the book. Or is it The Alchemist?
I don't
Whatever it
know.
is. The Alchemist or whatever, but yeah. So I feel like recently I've been stressed, so like, I want the audio.
Well, at least you can get it done quicker.
It's true.
I
I'll go with
didn't get any
Jessie.
reading done. Totally forgot I have a weekly vlog I needed to edit. Oh, no, I hope
Oh,
you get
that
it done.
stinks. Jules, you're
Right.
so good at posting videos, like, I feel like you post a video, like, every other day.
I think she does a couple at least a week.
I think she does, like, 3 a week, right?
I forget. I am so excited for the women cupcakes. They will end up on my feed for sure.
I'm
Oh,
so
I can't wait
excited
to see
too.
them.
So excited to see them too.
20% into my audiobook tonight, and I'm loving it. What's she reading again? Is she reading The Woman? Oh,
No,
wait, she's not reading
no.
The Woman.
I
I
forget.
forget.
Let me scroll all the way back to the top to see what
There's
she's
so
reading.
many.
She was the first one who wrote.
So many people are reading The Women tonight, I'm just, like, feeling like everyone's reading that.
She's listening to A Brilliant Night of Stars and Ice, a story of the interaction
Oh, okay.
between Carpathia and Titanic. Yeah,
That one sounds so interesting to me.
it does. Aren't you the one who's obsessed with Titanic?
I love Titanic.
That's so funny.
It's still my favorite movie. Don't remind me about Marco, I'm so far behind. Is she
Like,
on a Marco? I didn't even know.
I don't know if she's on
Or do you
our
have your own Marco?
Robin, are you on Liz Marco?
Maybe she has her own with somebody else.
I'm shook. Maybe, because I didn't think she was on ours, but then again, I am so far behind. Maybe she
You
joined
wouldn't
Liv's
even know.
Patreon. I wouldn't even know if Robin slid into the DMs because I don't even know if she's there.
Not much reading tonight. Been helping my husband help promote his aviation fundraising event.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
cool. It's amazing.
Amy is the sweetest and also my laundry spirit friend. Okay, so on our Marco Polo, Jules, I swear, is always in the laundry room doing laundry. Like she
I
lives in the laundry room. I
I
feel bad
feel
for her.
that. I feel that. Before
And we were
vacation,
just talking about how, like, we hate laundry so much.
I was so determined before vacation to get all of my laundry done because my in-laws were staying here to watch our animals. And it took me so long. I was so far behind, it was embarrassing. It took me, like, 2 days straight doing laundry and folding to, like, get it all. Like,
It's
because I
so
was so
much.
behind. I can wash all day long, but what I do is I wash, take it from the dryer, put it on my dresser, and, like,
Yes,
never fold anything ever,
exactly.
or leave it
And
in the
that's what we were
basket.
saying, is, like,
Mhm.
we can wash all day, but we hate folding.
Yeah, or
Hate
you
it.
take it out of the dryer, leave it in the basket, and then all the clothes are all crinkled, and you're like,
Yes.
"I'm gonna
I
wash them
literally
again."
Tom and I, we're so bad at folding and putting away our clothes that we'll literally announce to each other, "Guess what? I folded my clothes today," because that's how rare we, like, actually fold our clothes, like,
I
within a couple
totally
days.
I totally get it. I have actually one time, I kept clothes in a basket for so long, I felt like they smelled again from just, like, not even being washed for so long, and they were crinkly, and I just rewashed them all and tried them again.
That's so funny. Aw.
Is it? I think it's just more embarrassing.
She is really sweet. You'll like getting to know her.
Oh, Amy, when I ever get around to Marco Polo, I'm gonna be so excited to meet you.
Amy, I think, started from the beginning and watched them all, even though she was, like, far behind. So she's probably seen a
Oh,
few of yours or maybe 1 or 2.
see, that's why I can't go back because I know I wanna watch all of them, and I don't
You
have the
just gotta
time.
just start. Don't worry about it. Just start. For reviews, I'm currently ahead. I have 8 books waiting to be posted, but I have also found pockets of time to read. Like if things are slow at work, I read an ebook on the computer screen. She's
You
so good at getting arcs
how
done.
how do you do it? Like, your reading speed must be impeccable because, my gosh,
I
I
don't know.
can't. I mean, I'm only on the 7th book this month right now.
So
Sad.
Get some audiobooks in.
I know.
It was
Superficially.
very superficially like an overview, not what I was expecting. That stinks.
I feel like that's every Christian book recently, sadly.
Sorry, I'm behind, not ahead.
Are you behind because of arcs that you have waiting for you? You probably get a lot because you do a lot of reviews.
She
You probably have
does.
a lot.
I read The Hiding Place physically. It's super good. Read it in 2 days. Yeah, like I said,
Mm,
I didn't even read one page physically, so I can't say that the audio is better. I
yeah,
just was enjoying the audio so much that I didn't even bother reading it physically because actually I typically prefer physically.
yeah.
But it was just so enjoyable that way.
I
So,
will say this, I do have, like, a pretty cool brain to where if I listen, even on really fast speed, I can retain everything, or even just reading, I can retain everything
yeah.
usually. So,
I
if I
retain
listen
more than normal audio, like, cause normally audio, I'm not as good at retaining, but this one I feel like I just really enjoyed and I was taking it in.
yeah. I feel like I might be more of an auditory learner than even a visual learner, maybe.
I'm the
I don't know.
opposite.
Yeah, because if I hear the instruction, I can imagine it.
Yeah, 2 to 3 a week. She gets a good bit out.
Dude, Jules, how do you do it? Like, and you even work? Like,
I know.
how do these people they're putting me to shame. I stay at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do
I
homeschool, but
mean, you do
still.
homeschool, so I wouldn't
I mean,
say you don't do it. That's
not super
crazy.
fabulously, but
I never shared what I'm reading. I'm working on an arc called Love Letters to a Serial Killer. I feel like I've heard of that.
yes, Wendy, we got denied for it.
Oh, yeah, we always get denied for everything.
Wait, is it this one? Because that makes me jealous. Because I really you have to tell me what you think. I got denied for it, and I was so disappointed because it kind of made me feel like it might be like Butcher and Blackbird, even though maybe not everyone approves of that book. I did read it, and I thought it was good. It was a little crazy, but still good. This
Yeah,
one,
I
right?
saw that. It looked like
Mhm.
something that would be good, but yeah, I don't think I got approved. I mean, I think they denied
I
me, but I
didn't.
can't remember. I might still be pending for all I know.
Wendy gets approved for Lucy Foley, and I got denied, and I'm so mad.
You gotta turn in some books.
I got denied and I wanna cry, and I really like her. Lucy Foley is actually the first book I bought when I moved back to America from living overseas, so sad.
Just DNF some books. That's what I do.
I'm gonna li but that's lying, but I'm gonna do it.
I just DNF. I just say, well, no, like, I just DNF and say, like, like, I'm not interested or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through and maybe I'll do what you did and, like, read 30% in. I did that with The Secret Life of Cecilia whatever
I mean, there's
Lawson,
bound to be
and
one that you don't like that you can DNF.
yeah, but then it's like all the ones where I'm like, "I'm gonna read 30% in DNF, they have amazing reviews," and I'm like,
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure
that
the one
doesn't
that I
that doesn't mean everything.
pretty sure the one I just got approved for, Pride and Prejudice in Space, is not gonna have great reviews. Maybe I could just DNF it.
That just sounds so weird to me.
I know. I was on a Red Rising kick, so
No, I'm on marker with old roommates. I don't even know how many messages I'm behind.
that's how I feel with Wendy and our book talk group. I'm always behind unless you tag me in something.
Mine sits in baskets forever. Truth. I don't mind folding it, sorting socks that kills my soul. I hate socks, and they're always missing.
Yes.
Never fails.
Yes.
My kids, I have a pile of socks on their dresser with just missing socks, and
Mhm.
I will wait a few loads before I'll throw them away just to be sure, like, I don't see them again.
I'll
I'll
do that
throw them
too.
away, and then I swear a couple weeks later, more piles of like, matched socks. I don't know
Mhm.
where these socks go. Like, they just
Yeah.
poof,
No,
disappear.
for me, I have a problem where I feel like the need to wash bedding constantly, and they're big comforters and stuff, and so, like, I'll get through and, like, do a bunch of bedding, and I don't wanna fold that, like, the big comforters and, like, pillowcases and stuff because 'cause they're, like, extra, and I'll just, like, literally just leave it because it's not clothes, right? You don't need it. It's extra bedding, so I'll just, like, leave it on my dresser for, like, a month or something.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
forget it.
I'm horrible about putting laundry
It
away.
It just becomes part of my room and it blends in.
It's decoration.
It's
I have
decoration.
2 baskets that need to be folded. We will ignore the fact that I'm just grabbing what to wear out of it because this is list of
Dude,
true.
Robin, don't feel bad. I went on vacation, what was it, last week, and I have yet to unpack. I have been grabbing clothes out of my suitcase.
Oh, unpacking is another thing I'm horrible at unpacking. Tom unpacks, like, right away. You
Yeah,
just gotta start with a few new ones. Our convos change so much from day to that's what I keep telling her. I say, "Just
yeah.
start," because literally, like, if you were to go back, we're not even talking about that anymore, so I would
I
just
know. If I went back to catch up on all of them, I'd be, like, responding to something that happened, like, a week ago,
yeah, we're
and it
like,
would
"That
be
was so
dumb.
last week."
It was actually last
We
week.
talked about our favorite Pop-Tart flavors. We talked about our favorite reading snacks, our favorite book of all time. Everybody and their mom is talking about wanting lemon bars, and what else?
See, I feel like I have such good FOMO, and I feel like you've gotten to know so many great people more than me, and I
It
haven't.
is really fun.
And then, okay, so question, when you get a new Marco Polo, does it show up as a notification? Because I don't feel like that happens to me.
It should, but I turned off my notifications because if I'm, like, recording or something, I can't be having that, like, ding. But I just
Right.
check it every day.
Let me see. Oh, I'm only 47 behind.
It's okay.
Someone just
We
added me to another one called BookTube. Oh, cool. I have
we
another one I
have
didn't even know I was part of.
we have a nonprofit here in town that you can volunteer doing laundry for foster families. I wonder if that would help me to keep up on my laundry too or just add to the problem. Hmm, probably
Wow.
add to the problem.
Probably so, I would say.
7th book this month isn't bad at all. You are doing so great. Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
thank
some people
you.
read 1 book a year.
That's true. Some
My
people
husband reads
do.
none a year.
My husband reads
Thanks for
none a year.
sprints. I'm gonna jump back into
Oh,
my book so I can finish it before bed. I love you both. Aw, I love you
oh, we
too.
love you too, Keisha. Thank you for coming.
Good
Also,
night,
I
Yvette.
good night. I should mention that I feel like I've been yelling this sprint talking. It's because my headphones are noise canceling. So I can't, I'm like yelling everything I'm saying.
I will
'Cause I,
say you're also hitting your mic a lot because 'cause it'll keep, like, making noise. Like, you talk with your hands, and so
yeah,
you won't,
that,
like, notice.
is that why people go like this?
I mean, even just doing that made it make a noise when you picked yeah.
I give up.
It's a very sensitive mic.
Yeah, it's
Of
from
course,
Five
I will
Below.
share what I think, don't worry, this is the same book. I have been working so hard on ARCs. You are so good at them, honestly.
68%. Oh my
M
gosh, good for you.
more power to you.
Isn't that you, Wendy? Didn't you get to 70?
Yeah, I did. That's how I got Lucy Foley. Did you get approved for the Midnight Feast, Wendy? I did, and hoping to start it next week after Liz
Yes.
reads one. Did
Jules,
I?
what's
No. No,
yeah,
I
the
didn't.
the Midnight Feast is her newest one. That's the one you got approved for, you showed me. Yep.
Hold on. Let
Also,
me look.
Jules, can you please tell me what your percentage is? I need to know.
What is the Oh, Lucy Foley.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Who what's the Midnight Feast?" See,
Yeah,
I don't know the title. I just remembered the author
I remember the title because I really, really wanted
because you
it.
were mad about it.
I'm really upset about it.
Pride and Prejudice in Space. Yes,
Guys,
she got that book. It's probably gonna be really weird.
guys, let me show it to you. I'm so excited to show you how hilarious it is. It's so dumb. I went through and I'm like, "I'm mad at NetGalley. I'm gonna choose any stupid book."
I'd
If this is your
I'm
book,
like,
I'm
she
sorry.
was literally just getting read nows.
Look.
I can't. Like, I you have to read that just to tell us what it's like.
It looks so
Now we're all
dumb.
waiting.
I'm actually, oh, you know what? People have said it's a dazzling addition to the Austen verse. Like Austen, Jane Austen universe, the Austen
I
verse.
can't.
So
I
lame.
cannot.
I know.
Socks are the worst. Yes. I don't match up socks until I wear them. I'm too lazy and hate doing it all at once. I
I
hate
feel
socks.
that.
We have a dedicated sock basket.
It's the
You know what
trash.
my husband does is he literally only buys the same color, same sock, and he only has black socks all from the same brand so that he never has to worry about matching again.
That's what Tyler does too. Mhm.
But, like, that's boring.
I
I
agree.
want different socks.
Now I feel like I'm trying not to move at all, and I'm very
You're so
stoic.
you're so
I'm I'm
self-conscious.
like I'm like trying not to move.
I either unpacked the moment we got home or 2 weeks later. I am like the 2 weeks later person.
I'm like the 3 weeks later person.
Yes, the need to know what everyone was talking about made me watch from the beginning.
Amy, I feel like because you've
Don't,
done it, I need
don't.
to do it. I need
I
to
just looked up how many Marcos I'm behind, it's 36.
I'm so behind. So on like one chat, oh my gosh, guys, it just updated. I am 169 videos behind. Guys,
Okay, you're
169.
not gonna catch up on that. Stop. Just start at the end.
How do you guys even have that much to say?
It's been over a week, Leah.
I'm stressed. That's so many Marcos.
I just looked and I have 14 to listen to. I'll do it when I'm letting the dogs out and getting ready for bed. Half the time I just listen to like every other or like I'll just like click on everyone's and just like try to get the gist really quickly because I just
Yeah.
don't have time.
Oh, so what you're saying is you
I
skim?
skim,
You
I do.
skim?
You're
Sorry.
yelling in everyone's ears. I have to, or else I would never even be able to respond.
Wendy makes fun of me so hardcore for skimming messages or like half listening or something. So I have to pick on her. I know, Robin, I should do a vlog. Sorry for
You need
yelling
to
at
know
everyone in
everything
everyone's
about
ear.
it.
I'll do a vlog
I do
about it.
I do that for everyone so we never match. I never have to match anyone's socks. I know, maybe I should just get all white socks and just call it a day. The same
Do it.
brand.
You were
Well,
at
I was at, like,
80?
80%, but I just got approved for 3 books, so my I know, that's the thing about getting approved is then immediately it's ruined.
Wow, your approval rate dropped that significantly with 3 books? That's
Yes,
not fair.
it stinks.
That's awful.
Got about 60 pages in. Good night. Good night,
Good night,
Hannah.
Hannah.
You don't need to. Seriously, half of those are us talking about Pop-Tarts or lemon bars. It's true.
As long as
It's
everybody knows,
true.
I really do love you and I want to listen, but I just can't catch up now,
Nobody's
so
offended. Half of us do the same thing. We
alright.
just are like, "Look, I can't catch up,
But
sorry."
how impressive would it be if I went back and listened to all of them and
I
responded?
mean, if you don't have anything to do for the next couple days.
That's not my reality.
Thank you for sprints. Alright,
Oh,
guys. Well, I'm tired.
me too, it's like 11.
So, we will probably do it on Leah's channel next and what, in a couple weeks, I would say.
Yeah, my husband's going on an international trip, so I have all the time in the world.
I know it is past my bedtime, Anna. This is why I'm dragging.
Are you kidding me, Anna? Wendy's bedtime was like 8:45.
I know.
Wendy's bedtime, yeah. Thank
I really
you.
am dedicated to you all, is why I'm awake.
We are dedicated. I'm gonna stay up and watch some Marco Polos. Maybe I'll just watch the,
This
like
is true. I would have 169 more by the time you caught up. It's true, Leah. If you try to catch up, by the time you're caught up, there will be just that many more.
it's a losing game. I'm sad. I miss so
God,
much
you're at
good
the
stuff.
end. Well, at least you got to chat with Amy since you haven't been watching the Marcos.
This is true. Hi, Amy. I love it.
Aw, love you too.
Oh, we love you, Robin. Thank you for coming on.
So, I don't know, on Leah, your channel, are you gonna do it at 7 or 8?
Well, let's just look and see. We have the let's maybe we could do the second weekend in May and we could do it on the 12th, which is Sunday night. Would that be okay? And then we could do it at 7. We could do
I'll have
well,
to double check. I
you
have to
know,
always check if other people are doing sprints because I just
yeah,
don't know.
we'll check the dates and get back to you. I personally don't think I'll be able to do 7 because I will be single parenting for that
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably do mine from 8 to 10, but
That's fine.
we'll update y'all in
Once
Marco
her
Polo.
once her hubby's back, we'll try 7.
Yes, we will.
But I am going to go ahead and end sprints. Thank you guys for coming and joining us
Thank
and hanging
you.
out. and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.